Yo, what's up? Never tried this before, but here we go. Today we got the Avata 2. We're going to be flying it in the park here. It's a very nice day. So let's set this up. It's pretty easy to do. All I gotta do is not drop this guy. Put these guys together. And I'm about to pull out the coolest part, which is the goggles that make this a whole FPV experience. So check it out. I'm going into the meta, tapping into the mainframe. I really feel like a Netrunner from Cyberpunk. This is the shit right here. If you're not on this tech, then I don't know what you're doing. But this is actually a place where people not fly, but throw the frisbees for frisbee golf. So we're basically gonna get some really cool cinematic, footage, lock focus. We're gonna get some cinematic footage basically flying around like a little frisbee. And it's gonna be really cool, so check it out. Here we go. We're gonna put this right here. We're gonna turn it on. Not sure if you can see me. This battery is a little low on this one, so bear with me. I have much more power in my pocket. I'm capable of many things. All right, so very shortly you should be getting some sort of a readout. We are shooting on the DJI Avata 2. So check it out. All right, here we go. Let's go up into the sky so you can kind of see. Now we are on the kind of auto flight mode here, where it's basically very easy for us to fly pretty precisely. But here we're going to switch into our manual mode. So here we go. You'll see that the thing is kind of moving around, but all right, check it out. Whee! So this is what it looks like to. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. All right, you know what? Let's just have some fun with it for a little bit. Flying low to the ground is fun. Flying past things fast is also fun. Oh shit, a little spicy there. It's actually not as responsive as some of the lipo battery FPV drones. They fly on. Sorry, that's gross. They fly on a different type of battery that has a little bit more juice to the motors. This is a lithium-ion battery, which is similar but different. Gives us longer flight times, but smaller outputs, smaller maximum outputs. These are also easier to charge. They last longer as like batteries themselves. So this is a pretty good option. DJI goes with this over any sort of lithium polymer battery. But here we are, and here I am kind of rotating around us. So I guess we can kind of like start the video here. I don't really know if any of the stuff that I was talking about before is even useful, but let's park ourselves in the air and double check to make sure that I'm in focus. I am in focus, right? Okay. I'm going to try to look at this so that it's picking up my audio as well as my face. All right, so let's go over here. So this is the Avata. The Avata 2 is one of my favorite drones that I've flown in my career, which I've been flying drones for about 7 years now. I still own and use very regularly. The original Mavic Pro Platinum package, Fly More combo, the original stuff. You know, yeah, that's the drone that I still fly with. So the DJI Avata 2 is the first DJI product that I've picked up since then. And actually, I just did a lot of exploring. Look at that squirrel. I did a lot of exploring with just regular FPV quads, running the transmission through the radio frequencies. You know, like that's, guys who know what that is are very familiar with that science and how crazy it is to fly those. But with that and a ton of simulator practice, I have kind of become the pilot that I am today, and here I am flying on the Avata 2 in FPV mode. Really enjoying this drone. Super fun, super capable for any sort of cine whooping that you used to do back in the day, attaching a GoPro to your quadcopter and hoping for the best. This thing can really outdo any of those products that have ever really come before it. I think that the camera on here is extremely powerful. and it's able to. I'm really never missing the shot. I'm really never unhappy with the footage that I get from it, as long as you kind of practice some pretty basic camera rules. Now let's actually land real quick. Did you like that landing? That was pretty solid. That was pretty solid. I'm glad I captured that on film because that was awesome. I need to switch out the battery. So pause it here. Let's pause real quick. And we're back. We're about to get this thing in the air once this thing picks back up. Are you looking at me? Cool. Let's make sure we're looking at. I need to look. And we're back. Sorry about that, just had to switch out the battery. But yeah, so I've been flying drones for a long time, and I guess what I've noticed is that the Avata 2 is very good at what it does, and that is just being basically a cine whoop. You've got an extremely powerful camera that's capable of getting into some spaces that their actual cinema cameras, their actual cinema drones can't do. So try to fly and inspire the way that we're flying the Avata right now, getting some of these extremely awesome angles that you really could use in a lot of, exciting settings. If you were doing something like this, climbing up a mountain, which I did do in Gatlinburg, Tennessee for Slammed Enough this year, it's amazing footage that helps with your storytelling and getting low to the ground, kind of the way that I am right now. This is where this thing shines. I don't think that it really looks that great when you go too high up, unless you're going to start doing some, really acrobatic stuff through the trees, which, I don't really want to crash right now, so I'm taking it easy. Some of this acrobatic stuff is what FPV is all about, and that's why this drone is so cool, because you get about 23, minutes of flight time, as well as just an extremely nimble machine with a very powerful camera. So, mixing all these things together gives you an extremely awesome point of view for any of your camera needs. And now here, let's do an amazing test that impresses me so much. We're really keeping such an amazing feed going even so far away. This is very far away. This is, got to be a quarter of a mile, right? It should say my distance somewhere on the readout here. I am distance 314 meters away. So you do the conversion. We are extremely clear footage here. We have no breakup. I can go even further away. I'm going all the way up to 400 meters away now, and I still have an extremely great field of view. I am now up to 500 meters. Still amazing feed. So, point proven. This thing is extremely powerful. It can go very far away. And this setup here can also be implemented into any of the systems running the 04 camera system, flight controller, in any of your radio drones. You can always convert over to this transmission system with the goggles and the actual control that I'm using right now. So I'm very smoothly coming back, but let me zoom a little bit. I love the fact that if I ever just want to speed up, I hear that coming in. It's crazy. If I ever want to speed up, I can just easily adjust my my camera pitch on the fly from the controller, and boom, now I am rocking with a. Ooh, I'm very low to the ground. Crashing at this speed wouldn't be ideal, so let's just be careful. I've completely changed my angle of attack, so my pitch is so much faster. Everything that I do is full stick here, and you can hear the drone maybe in the camera how loud, it's hard it's working. So this will definitely impact my flight times. But if you're looking for an extremely aggressive look, even with the Avata 2, you can get it. Look at this. I'm flying extremely aggressively. Let's pull up hard here. Okay. So why don't we slow down a little bit? Because, it's also something that you don't want to do for a long period of time. I don't think that's its strongest thing. It's not a racing drone. It's a cine whoop. So, but it is capable of getting those high-speed shots if you were chasing after a really fast car. So, I very much enjoy the Avata 2 and everything that it is capable of, because it has allowed me as a filmmaker to get some angles that people are typically chasing after in very expensive ways, with some car rigs and, expensive drones and cameras on those drones. This thing is a tight little package that is capable of doing a lot, so I definitely recommend it. Go check it out.